from countries like Iran. Don?
All right, Barbara Starr, appreciate it. A Marine who died while fighting in Fallujah, Iraq in 2004 will not be awarded the Medal of Honor, and some people are pretty upset about it. Defense Secretary Leon Panetta made the decision yesterday, and some say Sergeant Rafael Peralta deserves a Medal of Honor for jumping on a grenade and saving his fellow soldiers' lives. But Panetta agreed with the previous decision from Robert Gates, saying there's too much conflicting evidence here. CNN's Brianna Keeler profiled Sergeant Peralta in 2006. That was when he was up for the Medal of Honor the first time.
Isela Donald says her brother was very generous.
He would give everything to his friends.
And in the end, he gave them the ultimate gift. Insurgents shot Peralta as he and other Marines raided a house in Fallujah. Corporal T.J. Kamer saw what happened next.
One of the insurgents threw a grenade into the room where Sergeant Peralta was lying, and that's when he pulled it under himself and saved pretty much everyone in the room. Myself and the other Marines in the house all owe him our lives.
So joining us now, live from Las Vegas, is Tony Perry. He is the San Diego bureau chief for the LA Times. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
You reported extensively on this, and some say that Peralta was brain dead before he jumped on the grenade. What does that mean? What does that have to do with anything?
Well, what it has to do is the question of if he did indeed reach out and grab that grenade and smother it, was it a conscious action of a person alive, or was it some sort of automatic body reaction of a body that was already dead? The initial autopsy said that it could have been done while he was still alive, which of course is exactly what the Marines who were there said he did. Further review by a pathologist said that no, the wound that he had received to the head would have been immediately deadly, and that when he fell, if indeed he did pull the grenade, it would have been the reflexive action of a body already dead. Mm-hmm. With this conflict, Secretary Gates decided the Navy Cross, number 2, the second only to the Medal of Honor, was appropriate, but that the Medal of Honor, about which the standards are exceedingly high, was not appropriate. This didn't go down well with the Marine Corps, didn't go down well with Congressman Duncan Hunter, and he's been pushing ever since to have it upgraded to a Medal of Honor.
So, and how's it playing with the family?
Not well. The family, the mother, Rosa, and the 2 sisters and a brother are crestfallen. They believe that their loved one deserves the Medal of Honor. The brother has enlisted in the Marine Corps to carry on in his brother's tradition, so it hasn't shaken their sort of immigrant faith in this country. Rafael Peralta was 25 when he was killed. He enlisted in the Marine Corps the day he got his green card. He was an immigrant from Mexico. He sent a letter to his brother the night before the big battle saying, "I'm proud to be an American. We should all be proud." It's about as emotional as you can get. It's very emotional with the Marine Corps. Secretary of Navy Ray Mabus had said Medal of Honor, but as we know now, Leon Panetta, reviewing the material presented by Congressman Hunter, said no, he was going to stick with the decision made by his predecessor, Bob Gates.
His story, I mean, if you wrote it, some people wouldn't believe it and say, this is, I mean, you can't, you're making this up. Why is this award so important to the Marine Corps, Tony?
Well, the Marine Corps is by its nature a brotherhood, and the Marines who were there believe they are alive today because of what he did. And that's indivisible. And they are uniform in this, and they're not going to rest because of a pathologist report who did not see the body, but rather was looking at various reports. Indeed, a Blue Ribbon Commission did look at this and say that with the conflicting evidence, Medal of Honor was not appropriate. Marines are not going to buy off on that, although I don't know what they can do. The larger issue is why there have been so few Medals of Honor in Iraq and Afghanistan. 10 in this decade of war, 246 in Vietnam. Why are we so reluctant to reward, to acknowledge bravery like Rafael Peralta? And nobody seems to have an adequate answer to that, and it's the sort of thing that makes the Marines absolutely heartsick.
San Diego bureau chief for the LA Times, Tony Perry. Thank you, Tony. The stars came out last night.